In the last 4 years, I started 2 businesses and met close to 1,000 business owners, if not more than that. I make mistakes and learn from them every single day. I've made a lot of mistakes meeting business owners and learned a couple of things, noticed a couple of things that I want to share with you. So these are the 9 things that I learned, and there are also 2 bonuses in the end. Number 1, don't put them on a pedestal. They're as fucked up as you are. It doesn't mean that you are fucked up, it just means that they are the same as you. People, humans, living organisms. In the beginning of my career, I felt like business owners were some kind of heroes, they were special people, and I would put them on this pedestal and I would be very anxious to meet them, but after meeting thousands of them, I learned that they are just ordinary people. It just happens that they have a business. And I would get so anxious that my voice would go up, to a high pitch. My heartbeat would go up. I wouldn't want to do business with a person like myself, like who I used to be. So just realize that we all have problems, and business owners have the same problems as we have. They're nothing special. So yeah, just treat them like normal people. Number 2, provide value. Value is an abstract term. What is value? Value is when a person pays this amount, but they get this much value. So they get more than what they paid for. Or let's say they don't pay anything, but they still get something, and that is value. A lot of times in order to start working with somebody, you need to provide value first. That happened to me a number of times. Even this week, in order to work with a person, I did like a whole photo shoot for them for free. And there's another psychological thing, is that when you provide value first, people are more likely to give you something back in return, or do whatever you want them to do. You can read this in a book by Robert Cialdini, Influence, great book about psychology, about people and things like that. Number 3, be the initiator. When you go to a networking event, make sure you are the one who comes up to a business person, shakes their hands and meets them. If you stand in the corner of a networking room, you will get no connections. So what you have to do is you have to come up to them. Even still to this day, I get anxious, a little bit anxious, to meet business owners. What I used to do in the past, I did anything to get to know them. So I would drink some wine on networking events, and it would be way easier to meet someone. If it's a little bit scary to come up to a group, just look around, see a person that's just alone in the corner, come up to them, shake their hand, or you just might ask them a question about the event. If they like the event, if they don't like the event, what are they doing here? Or just like, hi, I'd like to meet you, what's your name? Just do something. It's way better than just stay in the corner. And I basically described my story. I came up to a business owner, we connected, he needed to do some business with Russia. My company was legally able to do business with Russia, they were not able to do it, and so they wanted to sell products to me and I would sell it to Russia, and I would get like $5,000 to $10,000 in commissions per month. Unfortunately, that didn't work out because of the political things and because of some technical codes and stuff. But anyway, that was still a great opportunity. Number 4 or 5, don't try to take advantage. Business people, if they spend like 20 years or even like a couple of years in business, they sense when something is wrong. I certainly sense when somebody is trying to take advantage of me, and I really don't like that, and I don't want to do business with that person. So don't try to take advantage. It's way better to provide value. It's like teaching a pet, like a dog, to do something or not to do something. And if you say that they're a good dog by doing something, they're more likely to do it if you give them like a piece of food. But if you shout at them, they will not do it, but they will not do it only if you're in the room. What I'm trying to say is that there are 2 ways to do something. You can do a good way or a bad way. It's always better to do good way. Number 5, smile. Just take a look at the difference. Hi. Or hi. It's better for the person that you want to meet because it takes off the pressure, and also takes off the pressure off of you. Because when you smile, it changes hormones in your body, you produce dopamine or something is produced because of the smile. You get less stress, they get less stress, and the conversation just starts going better. Also, when you meet people for the first time, they do assumptions about you, about how you look, how you dress, how you speak, things like that. And if you smile, it's a bit better. They'll have a better assumption about you. Don't judge the book by its cover, but we all do, and so you can control how people perceive you. Number something. Don't expect anything. I had hundreds of business owners promise me something. Let's sign a contract, bring me the contract, I'll connect you with this person, I'll do this for you. And out of hundreds, only a few of them actually did anything to me. It doesn't always mean that they're bad people. They have their lives, they have their businesses. Business is like a baby. You have to take care of it, and it might take all of your time. You might forget about some stuff, and that's okay. If you expect it doesn't work, it will make your mood bad. You'll be waiting for some stuff to happen, but it will not happen, and it's just... Next one. Do as you say. Be trustworthy. If a person is late for a meeting, I don't want to do business with that person. Why? Because he didn't do as he said he would do, like come on time, right? Why else would we set that time to meet? And if it's more than just being late, then nobody would want to do business with you. You have to do what you say you would do. Don't sleep, but do the things that you said you would do. It's your reputation. That person might connect you to like 10 other people. But if they feel you're not trustworthy, they will not connect you with their circle. Next one. Meet in person, not online. I was a part of BNI, Business Networking International. It's the biggest corporation in the world to network. Some of the networkings were in person, some were online. The ones that were online, now that I'm thinking about it, it's a little bit weird to just meet people online. You don't feel their energy. You don't see their body language. You don't really feel their emotions. So it's way better to meet in person. My lady, she's now looking for a new room for her makeup business. She found a place and they offered her a place to come and see it in person. And she asked me, should I come? Should I just maybe ask for pictures, ask questions? And I said, of course, go there. Like, it's way better. You'll feel the people, you'll feel the atmosphere, you'll feel the place, and you can negotiate there. So it's way better to meet in person. If you meet people online, it's way easier for them to just end the call. In person, it's harder for them to do it. First of all, they complete a couple of steps, tasks in order to get to the place, get ready, travel to the place. And the more people do something, the more likely they are to continue doing. So you will not have the meeting end very fast. Although if you want to, you can do so. But next one, call them by their names. When people hear their names, it's like a song for their ears. In the book How to Win Friends and Influence People, I don't remember the author, but that's a really good book. And so there he states how important it is, and it is important. When people call me by my name, I trust that person a little bit more because he pays attention to that. Or maybe he doesn't pay attention, who knows. But still, it's so great to hear your name, and for other people as well. Because of how nervous I was to meet business owners, I would forget their names all the time. And that's bad. So I found a solution. When I would go to networking events, I would take my phone as if I'm taking notes, because at BNI everyone would share a little bit about themselves. And people would sit in a circle, and I would remember how people look like, but I would not remember their names. So on my phone, as if I was taking notes about what they said about their businesses, I would put their names in order. And because everyone was in order in the circle, I would just look at my phone and remember the names. I remember one of the first networkings I went to, I met 20 new people, and remembering 20 names, it's not easy, but I wrote their names down, and the next time I came there, I knew everyone's names. So that's a hack for me. And last one, be cautious, be careful. Some people want to take advantage. Some people are vampires. They want to just suck the blood out of you, and they don't care if you die or not. I'll be honest, I was that person once in my life. It's not great being that person, and it's not great being treated by that kind of people. Some people experience shit in their life, and that's okay. They are desperate to make things work. Their business is failing. They have problems in their family. I'm just describing myself. But yeah, some people have shit in their life and they want to make things work. Other people are just vampires. I do not recommend working with these kind of people. They're really hard to work with, and they'll just try to take advantage. They don't want to provide value. It's always better to provide value. Then rising tide raises all ships. But if you just steal a ship, the other person will drown, so that's not a good idea. So let's recap. Don't put them on a pedestal. They're as fucked up as you are. Be confident. Provide value. Be the initiator. Don't try to take advantage. Smile. Don't expect anything. Do as you say. Be trustworthy. Meet in person, not online. Call them by their names. Be cautious. I counted 12, but I have 11 here. Anyway, thank you for watching.